Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jenna Meyer. I am an Outschool teacher and a former VIP Kid teacher and a former brick and mortar classroom teacher. And in this video, I am going to share with you how I create my materials when I teach on Outschool. I am also going to share with you some new ways that I have recently discovered that you can teach on Outschool without having to create any of your own materials. You can access other teachers' materials. There are special licenses that you can purchase, and there's even curriculums that you can purchase with a special Outschool license that you can use in your Outschool classroom. So stick around. I hope this video is helpful. If it is helpful, I would love it if you would hit subscribe, comment down below, tell me how you create or what do you use in your Outschool curriculum. I would love to know that in the comments below. So I hope that you enjoy this video and I hope that it's helpful. Okay, you guys, so the very first thing I wanted to show you was how I create my own materials on Outschool. And I know many Outschool teachers use this platform. I use Canva, and there is a Canva free version and there's a Canva Pro version. I actually have a video that I will link down below or maybe up in the card about the pros and cons of Canva free versus Pro and how I use it. I go into more detail in that video, so I'll link that there. But basically, I just create my own materials on like an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that I know that parents then can print on a regular sheet of paper at their house. So I will just show you a couple examples of how I create materials. You can create little storybooks. I create little mini readers for a lot of phonics work with my K through 2 students, some pre-K. So I have created this little book, and basically it's just on a page on Canva that you can align properly so that when they fold it hot dog style and then hamburger style, that the book is ready to go. So you can create little readers on Canva. I create little games to play. So this is like a word race. I just made circles and put a text box inside the circles, a little game for them to get all the way to the star. Usually when we play this as a class, I'll either roll a big dice or I'll do a dice online. And then we get to the word and we say the word, and you get the idea. So it's fun to create little games like this. And then you can also just do little handwriting practice. The possibilities are endless, but basically what I do is I create a document that's 8.5 by 11 and then just go to town. You can do things with shapes, with pictures, with fonts. I do have the Canva Pro version, so my fonts are a little bit more expansive of what I can choose from. The clip art, I can choose from more when you have the Pro version. So anyway, that's what I use. All my materials are what I have made on Canva mostly, and it's just really easy. You download it as a PDF and then you can send it to your families when you need to for each class. So Canva Pro, love it, highly recommend. Tip number 2, the second way that you can access materials and use them in your Outschool classroom is by asking for permission from the creator or the author of the material that you're interested in using. So many teachers have heard of teacherspayteachers.com. It's a very highly used, highly known teaching site, and it has tons of incredible resources for teaching. I often use them as like supplemental resources. Whenever I do use them on Outschool though, I have always asked the author or the publisher or the creator, I've asked them for written permission. Can I use this in my Outschool classroom? I teach pre-K through 2nd grade students, etc. on Outschool. And most of the time I've gotten responses back that have said, yes, you can use it. I actually got one today from, I forget who it was, but I basically said, I love your materials. I'm wondering if I can use a few of them in a few of my Outschool classes. And she got back to me right away. She said, hey there, as long as it's password protected and secured, that shouldn't be a problem. And she signed her name. So what I took from that is, yes, I can, as long as I'm just sending them via Outschool's secure platform via the parent or student account. So I'm not going to be blasting it on my personal page, or I'm not going to be using it as an advertisement. It's just going to be, this is a little worksheet that we're going to work on together during class. I'm not going to overuse it. I'm just going to use it as I need to, as mostly a supplement. But so that's the second way. You can go on Teachers Pay Teachers or any site that has pre-made activities or curriculums, and you can ask the publisher if you can use it on Outschool. Sometimes they say yes, and sometimes they say no. And so you just go from there. Okay, so the third thing that you can do, and I actually just discovered this today. I was on Teachers Pay Teachers, just browsing, looking for resources, and I found there's actually teaching companies who have set and made curriculums, and they are selling them on Teachers Pay Teachers, saying that you can actually use them on Outschool if you buy the package on Teachers Pay Teachers. It gives you license to use that curriculum on Outschool. So I'm going to show you how you can look on Teachers Pay Teachers for Outschool resources. So you're going to go to the search bar, search Outschool, and the first one that pops up is by Home Academy, and it's a commercial license for a preschool curriculum. If you scroll down a little bit further, they also have a kindergarten curriculum. It is $500, but honestly, if you are going to teach on Outschool for like a full-time job and you used this full-time for your teaching on Outschool, this probably isn't that outrageous. I think it would be worth it if you wanted to teach pre-K and K full-time on Outschool. Look into this. I do not know what exactly is in this curriculum. It doesn't really give much for preview, but you can read about it a little bit if you click on it and maybe send them a message to send you some samples, some pictures of the activities and the lesson plans. So that's one thing to look into. So the fourth and final way that you can get materials to use for your Outschool classroom is going back to Teachers Pay Teachers. If you scroll down, if you search Outschool and you keep scrolling down, there is something that a lot of teachers on this platform are calling teacher user license. And it looks like most of them are listing it as maybe $10 or $15 or $20. You buy one of those licenses, add it to your cart on Teachers Pay Teachers, and then you are allowed, for most of them, you're allowed to use one material or one download or one activity in their store, in their Teachers Pay Teachers store, for your Outschool classroom. So it's basically like a user license. It's just an additional fee that you will pay to then go ahead and download whatever material you want to use, and then you have permission then to use it in your Outschool classroom. Okay, you guys, I just wanted to show you real quick, as you scroll down, you will see all kinds of teacher licenses that you can purchase. There's different price points. Some are $50. Some are $20, some are $15. So you'll just have to sift through and look at what is interesting to you. They're calling this an Outschool extended license, all kinds of different things that you can look into. Outschool license using one resource. So lots of interesting things to sift through. And I even saw at one point, I forget where it is, but somebody was done teaching a couple of their classes on Outschool and they were no longer teaching them. They're one-time classes, and they literally had their curriculum, their materials, their lesson plans up here on Teachers Pay Teachers saying, teach my class, here is everything you need. So it depends on what you're teaching on Outschool, but this is definitely something to look into, and I highly recommend it. It could save you a lot of time if you're someone who wants to teach on Outschool but don't have that much time to put into creating materials. This is a really good option. Yeah, anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video or learned something new, I would love it. Give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And then the last thing I'll say is, if you are interested in becoming an Outschool teacher, I would love to help you. I am really loving helping teachers get started on Outschool. And if you would like me to help you, I do 30-minute Zoom calls with all my referrals. So I'll leave all that information down below. If you do use my referral link, send me an email afterwards and make sure your first name is in that referral box when you fill it out on Outschool. If you use my link, make sure your first name is on there, because for some reason Outschool sometimes puts anonymous or unknown, and then I don't know who to match it with. So make sure your first name is in there. Anyway, that's all I'll say about that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.